We're just coming through the worst housing affordability crisis we've ever seen in this country. We had 18% year over year increase in rents, home prices rising at levels we've never seen. So we are seeing some leveling off.
Will people run out of chances of having a roof over their head? Last month, buying a home felt like trying to solve a puzzle with pieces constantly moving. Mortgage rates and home prices kept creeping up, making the hunt even tougher. But there's a glimmer of hope. More homes are popping up for resale, which might just ease the price surge. But how much relief will it bring? Home prices in the US are still going up despite high mortgage rates. They went up by 6.5% in March compared to last year. This is the 9th month in a row where prices have gone up, reaching an all-time high in March. But there's a bit of good news too. More homes are starting to go up for sale in some areas. This could help slow down the rise in home prices. Could 2024 be the year the housing market finally gets back on track? Well, a few things need to happen first. Keith Gumbinger, vice president at online mortgage company HSH.com, says we need to see more homes up for sale. This would ease the pressure on home prices, maybe even bring them down a bit from their peak levels. Plus, mortgage rates need to calm down, but right now they're stuck around 7%. When mortgage rates do start to drop, Gumbinger says it's best if they do it slowly. If rates fall too fast, everyone might rush to buy, which could drive prices back up again. It's better if rates drop little by little over time, giving buyers more chances. Gumbinger thinks it might take a while before mortgage rates get back to where they were between 2014 and 2019, when they were in the 4 to 5% range. So we might have to be patient before we see big changes in the housing market. Furthermore, sellers won't have to pay commissions to buyer brokers anymore, changing a long-standing practice. Real estate agents using the MLS will need written agreements with buyers. NAR denies wrongdoing and says its policies help buyers and sellers. They claim not to set commissions and say they've always been negotiable. If you've sold a home in the last 10 years, you might get a share of the settlement. How will the new rules affect buying and selling? According to Rita Gibbs, a realtor in Tucson, the MLS will separate seller and buyer commissions, causing some confusion. While sellers can't offer broker compensation on the MLS anymore, they can still do it off the MLS. The Department of Justice will let listing brokers show commission details on their websites, but buyers as agents will have to visit many sites to find out. Looking at the housing inventory for 2024, even though more resale homes are on the market, there's still a shortage. Many homeowners are sticking to their low mortgage rates and not selling in a pricey market. So there's more demand than supply, and it might stay like this for a while. New home construction helps a bit, but it's not enough to make a big difference. Homebuilder sentiment took a hit recently. The National Association of Home Builders, or NAHB/Wells Fargo Housing Market Index, or HMI, which measures how builders feel about the market, dropped from 51 to 46 in May. This means fewer builders are optimistic about new construction. So, will hopeful homebuyers finally catch a break this summer? As for worries about a housing market crash in 2024, experts say it's unlikely. As for foreclosures in 2024, lenders started foreclosing on fewer properties in April compared to before. According to real estate data firm Atom, however, completed foreclosures went up, with real estate-owned properties increasing by 8% in April. These are homes that lenders took over after they didn't sell at foreclosure auctions. Despite the increase in real estate-owned properties, experts don't expect a flood of foreclosures in 2024. According to Rick Sharga, foreclosure activity is still lower than before the pandemic, at about 70% of pre-pandemic levels. When will be the best time to buy a home in 2024? Buying a house is a big decision, and it's important to be financially ready. You can use a mortgage calculator to figure out your monthly costs based on your down payment. But trying to predict the housing market for the next year might not be the best strategy, experts say. Keith Gumbinger agrees, saying it's tough to tell people to wait for better conditions. home prices tend to keep going up, so waiting might not make a big difference. Some people worry that the housing market is in another bubble, similar to the one that caused the financial crisis in 2008. Home prices are going up a lot, even though mortgage rates are high, which should normally slow things down. But experts don't think there's a bubble. They say the high prices are mostly because there aren't enough homes for sale, not because people are buying houses like crazy just to make a profit. Lawrence Yun, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, says it's just supply and demand, and not anything weird. Usually when the Federal Reserve raises interest rates, it makes mortgages more expensive and slows down home buying. But this time, even though mortgage rates went up, home prices kept going up too. For 9 months straight, existing home prices have been going up compared to the previous year. According to data released by the National Association of Realtors in March, over the past 4 years, the median price of existing homes has jumped nearly 40%, according to NAR data. The slowdown in building homes has led to a shortage of houses. Real estate and investment firm Hines said last month that there are 3.2 million fewer homes available than what's needed to meet demand. The idea that the post-pandemic housing recession would reverse some of the big price gains in homes now seems quaint. The US housing market had started slowing down in late 2022, and it looked like home prices might start dropping. But something strange happened on the way to the housing market crash. Home values started going up again. Home prices have been rising faster than wages too, which makes affordability even tougher. Anytime home prices grow faster than people's incomes, that's not good. Yun recently told reporters, this puts pressure on first-time buyers. But repeat buyers can use gains from the housing market and their stock portfolios to finance purchases. Supply and demand play a big role in the housing market. Even when mortgage rates shot up to 8% in October 2023, the prices of homes stayed steady. Rick Arvilo, head of mortgage firm New American Funding, says that because there's such a shortage of homes, prices won't go down anytime soon. Skylar Olson, chief economist at Zillow, agrees, saying that the imbalance between supply and demand will likely keep pushing prices up in 2024. This is good news for sellers, but not so great for first-time buyers who are struggling to afford a home. In fact, the trend is going in the opposite direction. According to Realtor.com's April 2024 Housing Market Trends Report, high mortgage rates have made the monthly cost of financing a typical home go up by 6.9% since last year. That's about $148 more in monthly payments compared to what a buyer would have paid last April, a significant increase. Despite all this, housing economists and analysts don't expect a major market correction. No one anticipates price drops like the ones we saw during the Great Recession. Existing home prices have been on a roller coaster lately. Do you think the market will receive it? Share your views in the comments section. Also, hit the like and subscribe button.